Joe Biden, it seems, cannot catch a break these days. Just days after interviewing the US president, ABC News anchor George Stephanopoulos made some very candid comments in public when he was asked about Biden's fitness for office. "I don't think he can serve for 4 more years," said the anchor in comments that were apparently made in passing as he was walking through the streets of New York. When the video of his reply went viral, Stephanopoulos, unsurprisingly, took a step back and expressed regret about how he had made this remark in response to a question from a random passerby. The news anchor did not apologize for his assessment or in any way attempt to walk it back. He simply regretted how his comments were put out to the world at large. He is, of course, far from the only media figure to be making such comments, with others saying more or less the same thing about Biden's fitness with varying degrees of frankness. And it isn't just the news personalities that are chiming up to call on Biden to step aside and allow another Democratic candidate to take his place in the November election. In the latest, Hollywood superstar George Clooney has also dived into the controversial discussion head first with a New York Times opinion piece. Before getting into what he said, it is important to note that Clooney is not just a famous actor. He is also a lifelong Democrat with an extensive history of working with the party to raise funds. Just last month, Clooney was among a group of public personalities who helped raise a record-setting $30 million plus for the Biden campaign in a single fundraiser. This is why it matters when a diehard Democrat supporter like Clooney unambiguously states in his opinion piece, "We are not going to win in November with this president. On top of that, we won't win the House, and we're going to lose the Senate." Clooney, who claims to be both a supporter and friend of Biden, says that the Biden he sees now is not the same one who bombastically took on Trump in debates back in 2020. He has called on Democratic leaders to stop telling voters that they did not see what they clearly saw during the recent debate between Biden and Trump. He insists in his piece that the problem is about age and that nothing can be reversed. Calling on senior Democratic leaders like Nancy Pelosi and Hakeem Jeffries to ask Biden to step aside, Clooney goes on to say that he does not believe all the scary stories that are being told about what would happen if Biden was asked to drop out of the race. He acknowledged that the process would be messy, but also said that it would help wake up the voters in the party's favor. In closing, Clooney called on Biden to be a hero and save democracy in 2024 as he had done in 2020. Do tell us what you think about this video in the comments section and subscribe for more US election news.